My name is Angela and I represent FUNDATIA Professional. I'm from Romania. I'm from Transylvania, where the Dracula is supposed to be born and lived. So, just one thing about Romania, because many times when I'm asked, where are you from? I say, I'm from Romania. Ah, so interesting name is Klaus Bernard Johannes. And now we have presidential elections, and he passed successfully for the first tour. So I wanted to point out that all of us are migrants. Because in ancient times, for instance, people moved around, German people were colonized to defend the Christian countries in our country. They remained there for centuries. We had a very good relationship, and sometimes there is a saying in Romanian that we lack our Germans, because during the communism a lot of them left Romania and came here in Germany. Anyway, what I would like you to present is the ebook. So if you click here, you will see that it comes out like this, and you can put into the computer, and it is the whole ebook there with all the lesson plans translated into all the partners' languages: Italian, German, Spanish, and Romanian. So if you want, you can use them or just have a look at them. Because everybody up to now introduced a lot of things about the activities that we carried on in this project, I'd like to point out only the most interesting things which you can find in this ebook, because I was only the collector. I collected the material and put it together in a very standardized, I hope, way. Okay, now about this USB, I can tell you that it is a 16 megabytes USB, so you can use it for your own use. If you need to have a USB, you can just use this and have also the ebook inside. Alright, so I will not talk about the identified problems, the needs for this ebook, because this is the final product of the project. Because my colleagues previously touched this, so we can go on. So about the radicalization also, the coordinator said a lot of things, because we had a brainstorming and we decided on a certain approach to radicalization, because this is a huge topic, so we can't cover everything. All right. The project successful models will be on implementing successful models to prevent violent radicalization, as my previous colleagues underlined. Okay, right. Now we come to the training modules. The training modules, it was very strange for me to find out finally that all the partners have to develop their own training course. So we had like a framework with some guidelines, and then we had to develop our own lesson plans. So practically, you have in this ebook here, well, how many? Six courses, different courses, because the approaches were different, the target groups were different. So it is like an encyclopedia, so you can go there and maybe you can take something which will suit your needs. Okay. About the upscaling, also it was mentioned here. So we had adult schools, young immigrants who attending language courses required for obtaining residence permit or for the acquisition of school diploma. That is in my case, because I'm in the middle of the country, we don't have so many migrants. But, you know, when I started looking for Muslim migrants or refugees or students, I discovered that there were a lot of them in my city. I didn't know about that anymore. They also have a Muslim central, cultural Muslim cultural center, and they have an imam where they go on Friday and pray. So it was a discovery for me in my own city.
And where are they from?
They are from Somalia, Iraq, Algeria, Egypt, Turkey, let me see, yes, I said Somalia, Mali. So, you see, even in the middle of the country, because we, Romania, are in fact, you know, countries in which they pass. If they hear that they have to stay in Romania, they started to cry. So, that's the truth. So, because all they want is to get to Germany. So, all right. Now, the teaching and learning strategies. This is very important because we focus on exploring controversial issues with the migrants in a way that promotes equality, coexistence in the diversity and inclusion. These are things that maybe they are new for these Muslim migrants, but if we get into details, they immediately know what it is about. So maybe only we need a glossary to explain the accepted terms about which we talk about. All right. Yes. So the didactical tools design has been deeply experimented during the pilot trainings in Italy, Spain, Germany, and Romania. And Professor Hidalgo talked about a lot about the good work and good practice that was done in Germany. My colleague also talked about the good practice in Italy. All right. Done. This is the e-book. That was a challenge of creating the e-booklet because we had to collect in a standardized way, as I say, all the experiences, materials, methodologies, tools, and contributions from the project partners, both in English and in national languages. Okay, now we can go to the e-booklet to show you the real thing. Because, you know, about the PowerPoint, excuse me if I say that, but I know a joke, maybe I can have time to tell the joke. That for a conference, a person called the registrar and said that he wanted to enroll for the conference with the paper, with something done. And the registrar asked, do you have a PowerPoint or do you have something to say? So you can use this joke because it's a good one. Okay, now this is the real thing. So, there are nice pictures. You see there the wall. Okay, very interesting. So, first of all, I would like to say a few things about Formazione. Formazione is our coordinator. And here is the picture. Now, 3 years ago, we were younger, you see. Okay, this is when everything started. Yes. So, what I found very original in Chase Formazione course was the fact that in the end of their course they asked the young immigrants, because they dealt with young yes,
unaccompanied minors, so
unaccompanied young migrants, and they asked them to write on a piece of paper a little bit of their thoughts, like a letter, like a page of a dialogue, like something that they want to share with everybody else there, and with the trainers, of course. And it was a Somali boy who shared his drama traveling to the freedom, or to the free countries. So that was the thing that triggered an idea, and they started to develop a video film, and the Somali boy sang the song, and the video film, and the other participants read aloud what they wrote. So it is a very interesting thing. So I want to motivate you to finally watch this film, which is very interesting. Okay, these are pictures, because pictures, you know, English people, they say that a picture is worth 1,000 words. Okay. Now, about the other Italian organization, and I would like to thank our CPIA partner, Francesca, and because Francesca is very much concerned with the emotional intelligence, because emotional intelligence nowadays, it is very, very important, I think. Not only the IQ is important, but also what we feel. So, she was the one who was experimenting, training in the Dozza prison, so she knew a lot about training, but what she did, very, very interesting and striking, is a video film. We don't have time now to present it, because it would have, yes, it would have been very interesting. And if it is going to be presented, I am very happy, because it is a very emotional and moving video film with very beautiful and poetic words, because the groups are coming and saying only one word, or only something like an aphorism. And those words are very true. So it is something that we have to watch, and we have to popularize and use it, maybe when we have a presentation, when we have something that we need to touch the soul and the heart of the audience. Okay, thank you, Francesca. All right, so let's go on. I'm beat. Spanish, so the chapter 3, yes? Or 2, sorry. Chapter 3, Spain. So Ambit is here. And where else? Oh, here. Okay. So, they try to shift the focus on target group and definitive radicalization radicalization, and they started to experiment the things. So they had two groups, a native Spanish group and a migrant group. So that was very interesting because radicalization, as it was mentioned here, it is not only a topic or a matter or an issue for Muslim people or for migrant people, but it is also in our society, in politics. You know that some politicians and some countries became a little bit radicalized. I am very surprised about this Brexit in England because I am a teacher of English and I have an English culture and I admire English people very much. So I'm, by the way, very surprised about that, and I don't want them to leave the European Union. But what I noticed in this approach was that they used some video clips with music, which is very popular nowadays, and they started to analyze the words used in these popular songs. Because you can find negative approaches in these songs and also positive. And we can start a discussion from this. So that was a very, very interesting thing that I considered to mention here in my presentation. Now, where we are here. Okay. So Germany, I don't think I have to mention more about Germany because here Professor Hidalgo did his best and our host Olesia also presented it. Look, here is Olesia presenting a very interesting film with dog, and the other Turkish migrants, they thought it was a rat. But yes.
Yes. Just
Okay.
to mention, just one thing.
Yes.
So this is really the method. The next one, please. This is really the method which Professor Hidalgo also showed it. So it was very effective. And so you see us, so with my colleague Eva. And although we thought that the language, the command of German language is not so good, and they will not identify the main, so to say, things in the articles, so in the law, because we thought that the law is too difficult to understand. So it was surprisingly that it was identified, and it was really very effective, and it was a pleasure. They enjoyed actually the lecture and so we have here proof.
So this is the practical thing that you mentioned that you would like to
So you see.
know about. But here we come to Romania. So this is chapter for Romania. We are two organizations from Romania. One is Fundatia Professional, the other one is CPIP. Florin is here, Mr. Please.
George.
Mr. George. And Miss Silvana is here, the three representatives. Alright, now stop. Now with the picture is good. The picture, yeah. Okay, so I was thinking about how can I contribute to this project. And I told you that I surveyed all the county and finally discovered a lot of young girls who were students in schools but in different localities. And I thought to gather these young students and have a course for them. I'm an advocate of the gender issues and gender dimension, and I would very much like to go deeper in this domain as belonging to the human rights and as it is connected with this project because these young girls, they are Muslim, of Muslim religion. Okay, so the course was very interesting for them, but they asked for a condition. They say, we come because this curriculum of the course is kind of sensitive. We don't want any male to be included in our group. Because if the males are there, we would not talk openly. So I agreed. We had also a cultural mediator who was of Turkish origin, and we have also a law teacher contributing to the designing of the course. Okay, so what I was very much concerned with for the very beginning was to assure a safe environment. My language center is kind of friendly, and I boiled tea and coffee, brought sweets, and we had, you know, like all the time warm-ups, and I created the atmosphere to try to get the girls out of the comfort zone and get where I wanted, in fact. So, yes, my time is finished. Okay. So, this was my contribution. And now CPIP, they had a very interesting meeting in Timisoara. Everybody went there except me because I had a family problem. And their course was also very interesting because more organizations contributed to design this course, and they used a lot of very interesting methods, mainly informal and energizing and collaborative methods. So this is what I want to say, and because my time is finished and you are eager to have a coffee, okay.